Hey guys, this is Ed with CMC Reptiles. Want to do a quick video update on these outdoor animals. With fall setting in, temperatures are starting to cool down, especially at nighttime. So these guys are working a little bit harder to get sunlight in their enclosures. So I have to bring them out to where they're in the sun now, especially these redfoots. Tortoises, different story because they could find the warmest part of the yard on their own. These guys are actually separated in a separate enclosure, so I have to let them out and let them get some sunlight. I mean, today's going to be 80. It's warm anyways, but the night temps drop down to 48. So, and because of the sun being in a different position, their enclosure stays shaded most of the day now, because now the sun is at a different angle. And this guy's okay though, because his enclosure is always in the full sunlight. He just gets that direct sunlight a little bit, not as long as he would in the summertime, where this cage would stay in the sunlight for about 5 to 6 hours. Now it's more like 3 to 4 hours, and he has a heater inside. He's actually sitting under it right now, as you can see right there. He just popped his head out, and I closed the door at night for him. I just opened the door, so now he's just kind of absorbing that heat from the lamp above him, and then eventually he'll come out here. And I mean, that stone right there is already at about probably 120, so it does get warm regardless. For him, he has no problem. So these guys, I just have to keep an eye on them. I just can't let them. I could let them roam, but because of these two, Dorito over there, this guy on this side, will actually try to mess with these two smaller redfoots. So you definitely don't want them together. And this guy might be looking at them as a little bit of a snack. I don't know. He's gonna move a little slow because he's still cool from the nighttime temp. You could see that tongue coming out. It's moving pretty slow, and he's wondering what these guys are right here. With the big tortoises, he's used to seeing, and my dog and myself, but this is something different for him, and it is smaller. So he's eyeballing them a bit, wondering if it's food, but that's for sure. But you can see how these guys actually get as close as I can to the wall of the house, because they're getting the reflection of the heat that radiates off the house from the sun. So they get really close to those areas. They know where to go to find the warmest part, and they're not having any issues. They also have a outdoor enclosure with heat, so they're good. These guys don't, but when it starts getting really cold, I just bring the redfoots in. It's just as simple as that. I just put them in a larger tub like that and leave them in the reptile room during the coldest parts of winter. So they're good through winter time. That's what's nice about having these smaller tortoises. Easy to move around when you need to adjust things depending on what season and how the temperatures rise. Because I don't want these guys in extreme cold. You can see how they're still moving a bit slow, but they are warming up. And that guy's just kind of curious, but he'll come out and probably lay right on that black tile right there. That thing's nice and hot. These guys, same time, just looking for a warm spot, trying to find their area. I mean, they're already getting a little bit defensive. As you can see, the instigator is Cheeto, and he usually ends up on his back. That's usually the way it is. The bully always gets the worst of it. But basically, because it's two males, you see a little bit of scuffing on the top of Dorito's shell, and that's pretty much all it is, scuff marks from being flipped over by Dorito. So we have to constantly keep an eye on these two. This guy, spoiled. But you can see here the Tegu's finding a nice warm spot. Yeah, he'll go to the just where the best angle of the sun is. He can lay on that. Sometimes that tile actually gets pretty warm. I've gunned it at 140 during the warmest parts of summer, so he won't even lay on it when it's that hot. But I do want some tile on for him because they need that belly heat. And he actually just ate a bunch of chicken skin and some hearts yesterday. And he is in shed. You could see how dull his skin is actually. Let me open so you get a little bit better look at him there. Yeah, you could see the skin, how dull he is right there. But these guys shed in pieces like most lizards. But he'll just lay in that sunlight and just absorb all that heat. He's got a little bit of a scar right there from a male that prior to me having him, a couple of males, I think they were using him for breeding, and a couple of males kind of chewed up his back pretty bad. But I mean, when I had him, it was actually, when I first got him, that scarring was pretty bad. The wound was still a little bit open, but it's healed up really nice. And so once in a while, you get a little bit of shed is stuck on it, but yeah, it's healing up good. He has another one on the side right there, right above his hind leg. But you can see how well he eats. You can see the back of that tail, how fat it is. And he's got those big jowls. But he's doing good. He's doing good out here. And he'll stay out here all winter. And it's because I definitely have that box, that hot boxes. It stays in the mid 70s at its coldest. But he's good. So he will brumate. He slows down pretty much. You know, he's gonna move slow right now until he's heated. And now he's gonna go on that plate, as you can see. He'll warm up on that plate. And I angled it towards the sun. I just angled it in a certain position and it works out really good. But when winter gets here full bore, I'll give you another update, keep you posted on these two Nimrods. You always need adult supervision, but I'll talk to you guys later.